So in this video, we're going to show a tire change quick because my cultivator blew a tire. We're going to show putting one side of the gusset brackets in that will later hold the crop forming guards and stiffen up that side of the disc mower. And we're going to show cutting off the mower wheels from the discbine, which felt like a big step. This was like 3 days or 2 days before we had the big storm and got 8 inches of rain. So we were trying to get a little field seeded at the same time as the rest of our stuff. This is one of those tires where it's been on there for like 50 years and it's good and stuck on the bead. So it took a little bit of persuasion along with the block of wood to get it off the bead. In the background, that rectangular thing you can see is what was left of the hydraulic tank that I cut up to make the hydraulic tank that ended up on the back of the tractor, as well as I cut it up for the brackets that you'll see later on in the video. And that came off of the Fort Mac truck that we cut down last year to use as a septic truck.
I was born where the oak trees grow, where the creek runs fast and the tractors roll. Sunday supper on the porch swing seat, granddad boots on my little feet. Mama's prayers and daddy's calloused hands built this boy into the man I am. Every scar's got a story to tell, from raising a little hell. I was raised on...
For the implement tires that don't get used all that often, I subscribe to the tire exchange program at the local transfer station, where I'll grab used trailer tires that are in decent shape and use them to replace the really old implement tires.
Chased the sun in a beat-up Ford, tank half empty, but we still roared. Front seat love, hearts wild and free, her name carved in that old pine tree. Summer nights spent under the stars, dreaming big, but staying right where we are. These roads made us who we'll be, and they'll always carry me. I was raised on the red dirt, roots run deep, where the sky's wide open and the fields don't sleep. Bonfires blaze, guitars get loud, we turn that dust into a cloud. We know where we're from, we don't forget. The sunset's gold and our boots stay red. Yeah, I'm proud of this small town shirt, 'cause I was raised on the red dirt. From the church bells ringing on Saturday night to the county fair and the rodeo lights, it's the same old town, but I wouldn't trade the memories this dirt road made. I was raised on the red dirt, roots run deep where the skies...
This clip is from a couple weeks ago, and it's kind of funny looking back because we were in such a hurry here to try to get everything done, and then we've been just absolutely swamped since then, which has been a mixed blessing because we've had the time to do the stuff that we otherwise would have been desperately behind on. But at the same time, we're even more behind than we otherwise would have been because of the weather. By swamped, I mean actually rain. We've had more rain in the last month than we have in the last 2 years.
Roots run deep where the sky's wide open and the fields don't sleep. Bonfires blaze, guitars get loud. We turn that dust into a cloud. We know where we're from, we don't forget. The sunset's gold and our boots stay red. Yeah, I'm proud of this small town shirt, 'cause I was raised on the red dirt. A little dust on my jeans don't hurt. It's in my soul. I was raised on the red dirt.
Is eating its way through the shroud. See this hole? So I need to move the shroud up. And it has has slotted holes, so all I gotta do is loosen these 6 bolts off, and then I should be able to lift it up, tighten it up again. These are the joys of buying an old tractor. Trying to solve this clearance problem because the fan is running into the shroud. So the shroud is adjustable, but we might end up cutting the fan down to make room. Here I'm cutting the mower wheels off, which was another one of those things that felt like a bit of a commitment. But the new mower should be way better than the old mower, because the old mower still had the wheels on it, so every time you wanted to turn sharp, you had to lift the wheels up.
A little dust on my jeans don't hurt. It's in my soul. I was raised on the red dirt.
If you look just behind with the piece that I'm cutting on, you can see the lower eye on that side from where the 5-point hitch arms for the old tractor would have attached.
A little dust on my jeans don't hurt. It's in my soul. I was raised on the red dirt.
Oh, I missed a little bit. Dude.
And I still have the floor jack under it kind of supporting the weight there because I haven't gotten all the brackets in yet and haven't reinforced the lift frame where I cut most of the structure out of it in the middle. Kind of bouncing around between things in order of possibility, probability, and importance. Here we're cutting off the original brackets for the swath forming shields, which in the end I ended up putting them back on underneath the brackets that I'm going to put on next here. A couple people had commented earlier in some of the shorts that were posted. My little garage only has 30 amp 220 service, so I can run the air compressor, or I can run the plasma cutter, or I can run the welder, but I can't run the plasma cutter and the air compressor without tripping the breaker. So currently the plasma cutter is running off the generator. Another question that people had about this is how I would ever service anything if I ever had to. But being the guy who engineering it and the guy who's probably going to have to service it later, all of these parts are bolted together at the last step. So if I absolutely have to, if I have to do transmission or engine work, I can unbolt all of the brackets, take the mower off, and then unbolt the front clip of the tractor like it's normally set up to be. I haven't actually welded brackets over anything that should be able to unbolt. This is another example of how wonderful a mag drill is for stuff like this, because you can mock it up, and as long as you have enough room for that magnetic base, you can drill in any orientation. Alright, everyone else is going to sleep. Got one bearing that fits properly, one gasket made, input cover cleaned up, new seal in place. The bearing on the other side is a loose fit, so I gotta find my seating compound before I can put that together. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see how we farm with museum equipment.